What's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It's 12 minutes after 8 in the morning, December the 5th, 2024, year of our Lord, Thursday morning. And it looks like it's going to pour down rain. There's 0% chance of rain today, but you couldn't convince me by looking at the sky. But anyway, guys, I don't have a whole lot on the list today. I've got 3 leaf cleanups to do today, and that's it. And I should be done around 11. One of them's a gigantic yard. Maybe even, it may be even take me to 12:30, 1 o'clock, but either way, I don't have a whole lot to do. And it's that time of year, where you just kind of maintaining your year-round customers, your contract people, and hoping some new business will come your way. But anyway, whenever I get done today, I've got to go make my rounds and measure out some beds for pine straw and mulch, and I'm gonna try as hard as I can to get started on that next week. Next week there's not gonna be a whole lot getting done at all other than ground cover. That's it. But yeah, had a customer reach out to me, and this was a strange situation. I've never dealt with this before, and had a customer reach out to me. We had a hurricane here in my area it was at the end of September, I think, and Hurricane Helene hit and devastated our area. Well, the customer reached out to me and told me that this year they wanted to get pine straw like always, but instead of putting new pine straw down on top of the old, they want to pull everything out of the beds and then come back with new. I told her, I said, and she knows it's going to cost more. She's never complained about a price on anything, and but I told her, I said, I've gotten all the leaves out of the beds, and I've gotten all the debris out of the beds, and everything's gone. I said the only thing that's left in there is old pine straw. She said, yeah, but she said there's a lot of acorns in the beds, and she said I just want all that stuff gone. She said I want it all gone, and I want it replaced with new pine straw. And I told her, I said, are you sure? I said that's going to be a lot of work, and I said it's going to be very expensive. I said I'm not complaining. I said if that's what you want done, that's what you'll get. I said, but I need you to understand that it's going to be very expensive to do that. And she said, I know it's going to be expensive. She said, I think I'd be better off if I just went ahead and did that. And I said, okay. I said, but I want you to know up front, it's going to cost about $750. It's going to cost between $700 and $800 to get all that done. And she said, that's fine. Just let me know for sure how much it's going to be. That way I can leave you a check, or get a check ready for you. And I said, okay. I'm not complaining. I don't mind doing it. I've never been scared of work before, but guys, these are some big beds, okay? It normally takes me 24 rolls of pine straw to cover these areas, and that's a lot of pine straw. And you also got to understand too, the very first time I put straw down in her beds was the very first time she had any ground cover in her beds, okay? So it was a lot of pine straw that went down in there the very first time I did it. It was like 40 something. It was almost 50 bales. May even been more than that, 50 rolls, but it was a bunch. And the simple fact of it is, you've got to when you're putting new pine straw down on top of old pine straw, you use less and less pine straw each time, just because the simple fact that there's already pre-existing straw there, and it doesn't take as much to cover the ground, for one, and for two, that old pine straw blends in underneath that new pine straw. Now, yes, the old pine straw is gray, it is decomposing, it is discolored, but once you get that new pine straw down, it blends right in. It really does. And but when you pull all the old stuff out and come back with new, you've got to come back with twice as much as what you normally would. And like I said, I'm not complaining about it. It's money. And it's going to take me about 2.5, maybe 3 hours to pull all the old stuff out. And she doesn't want me to mulch it up. She wants me to haul this stuff off. She's one of the customers that I have that she doesn't want me mulching up leaves. She wants me to remove the leaves. She doesn't want me to mulch up bush clippings. She wants me to remove them. And I'm fine with all of that. I have zero issues with any of that. But I just it's mind-blowing to me. I'm like, man. So that's going to take up the majority of a day whenever I do get that done. It's probably going to take me 2, maybe 3 hours to get all the stuff out of the beds. We're just going to say 2.5 hours and load it up on the trailer so I can haul it off and then spray the beds down and then go get the pine straw and put it out. You're probably looking at about 4.5 hours that it's going to take me to do this. So yeah, it's going to be an expensive job, and I don't mind doing it, but I'm telling you, I'm dreading doing it. I really am. And it may wind up being more than $800 to do all of it. I'll have to measure the beds out and get a good look at the beds and see exactly how long it's going to take me to pull everything out. But anyway, guys, have you ever dealt with this before? Have you ever had somebody ask you to pull the existing stuff out and replace it with new? I've only had that happen one time, and when it did happen, it was someone asked me to pull mulch out, old mulch, and pull the paper up that they had put down and replace it with new mulch. And the reason being is because customers around here, and I don't know how it is in the rest of the country, but customers around here, a lot of them, especially new homeowners that don't know any better, they'll put paper down, that weed barrier down for mulch and pine straw, not thinking about the fact that weeds end up coming through that weed barrier anyway. It doesn't really keep the weeds out, and when you get ready to pull the weeds out, man, it's just a nightmare to pull it out. So you're better off not even putting weed barrier down, and over time the weeds will wind up getting choked out. You will have to spray a weed here and there, but not many. And so I did have a customer ask me one time to pull all the old mulch out and pull the weed barrier up and come back with new mulch and no barrier. And that was very expensive. that was very expensive. And so yeah, I have done that before, but I've never done it with pine straw. And it's kind of different, you know. Just curious if any of you guys have ever dealt with that before. But y'all leave me a comment down below, man. Let me know, have y'all ever done that before? And if you did, how was it, man? Was it tough to do? Was it time consuming? Just curious, man. I've never had to do that before. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm fixing to get on the road and get this stuff going. And I will cut y'all back on the next one, man. I hope y'all have an amazing day. And until the next one, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holla at y'all. Bye.